Welcome back to Kontrol Energy's YouTube. Here with me is Paul Ghezzi, the CEO of Kontrol Energy. Today we'll be kind of discussing about Kontrol Energy and what it does more in depth. But first of all, how are you doing today, Paul?
I'm well, Mike. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's a wonderful Monday, right?
Always.
So let's go a bit more in depth into what Kontrol Energy does for a client then. Can you walk us through how you've helped your clients' buildings and energy efficiency?
Absolutely. So, essentially our clients have a problem or two, and those are energy costs that are too high as part of their overall operating expense, or an emission challenge where they're being regulated to measure and be in compliance with that emission. Sometimes those two things come together, where if you're solving an energy challenge, you're also solving an emission challenge. We use technology, so software, hardware, cloud, IoT, to aggregate data in buildings, commercial buildings, industrial buildings, manufacturing. Use that data to get really good insights, information, analytics in real time, and use that to make decisions on how to improve the overall building operations, etc. And so that what you get is a technology component, a design component, and an installation component. And those are the three main ways in how we generate revenue and solve our clients' problems.
I see. So from the way you're saying this, it seems like a lot of these clients don't even have a choice. These are things they absolutely need to have happen.
Well, when you think about the world we live in, right, we all live off our iPhones. Everything's become app-based. Our process is, we call it digitizing energy, which is basically making everything visible in real time so that customers can make much more better aggregated decisions, critical decisions in real time through our software application. And that starts the process, starts the journey. Then what we get is designing better energy systems, and then we get into installing those systems to provide a turnkey solution.
I see. So how do you guys then charge for these services to your clients? Is it like an upfront cost?
A model, yeah, we've got a model that starts with installation as a service, and then that moves to software as a service, and then that moves into being paid for design work and installation work, which includes equipment. So right now, roughly 10 to 15% of our business is software as a service, where we get paid on a recurring basis monthly to manage in real time. That part of our business is growing, and it's a focus for sure. In terms of what I'm focused on, and the company is growing that to a much larger number. And why do we want to do that? Well, everyone wants recurring revenue. The margins on that revenue are quite high, around 80% gross margin. And in the public markets, roughly for every dollar of software recurring revenue, you get a 6 times valuation on that, which is compared to the 1.5 times valuation you get on regular revenue. So it's something we're really focused on in terms of scaling that business. And then when it comes to design and installation, you're basically being paid to install and implement systems for the customer.
I see. And so a lot of the buildings in Canada, and even so all of North America, are really aging now. So you could say a lot of these could really benefit from services like Kontrol Energy is offering.
Absolutely. So I'll give you an example. We have a customer that runs about 100 buildings. We're in 70% of those. Prior to them working with Kontrol, they had no real-time visibility into the building. So we've been able to install our technology, our software, improve the operations of the building significantly. That results in lower operating costs. And for this particular customer, a much higher portfolio valuation because they're in the apartment building sector. And for every dollar they save, they get about a 20x return on their valuation. So a very successful customer using our technology. And prior to us being there, to your point, old buildings, nothing's visible or real time, and we can transform. We call that retrofitting. We can transform any old building to essentially run in real time on the energy and emissions side.
So it's really not a matter of if, it's a matter of when for almost every building.
I would say, customers that are looking to optimize, that have a need, we can fulfill that through technology. And what makes our platform very unique is we can scale quickly. We're already in 200 buildings, 20 million square feet. We've got the experience. And the way we structure our software as a service model gives us a competitive advantage in the market to scale very quickly with any customer.
So where are you guys getting these clients then? Are they coming to you?
So right now it's a combination of our legacy business. So we've been around for a number of years. Referrals, RFPs, and some of it is really, good sales development, new industry. So as an example, we've recently brought Toyota on as a customer. And with Toyota, we were working on a project together. They were supplying some equipment. We were supplying the software and solution. They saw what we did and got very excited by the potential of our technology. We saw what they could do through scale. So then we entered into a smart factory partnership. And we're scaling across 200 factories across North America using our technology. So that's an example of being in the industry, creating solutions and being recognized. Other examples are, we have strong sales teams that go out to the market and pitch our solution and, turn prospects and pilots into customers.
So then what would you say is like the process to onboarding a new company?
Our process is quite unique in that we start with our technology. We call it our Smart Max Gateway. It gets us into the building on a very low cost basis and allows us to get data to the customer, within a couple days of being on site. That data then creates a picture, a painting, if you will, of what is happening right now and what could be happening if the customer was optimizing. So from that process, it's a low entry point. It's a frictionless sale because we're not asking for an upfront commitment that's quite large. But then that moves us into a situation where we're designing new work and installing new systems. So as an example, in a smart factory, we may be looking at 15 to 20,000 to start the process of collecting data, but the entire opportunity may be $1 million. So that 15 to 20,000 represents the entry point. It causes the sale to move forward in a kind of a low friction way. And it gets us the big work that comes out, which is installing our equipment, our sensors, our technology, and implementing new systems along the way.
Okay. So yeah, as you said, you guys are real veterans of this and you've developed a real streamlined way to make this easy for everybody.
That's correct. Part of the key to growth is having low friction at the start of your sale. And the more friction you can take out of that, the easier you make it for someone to start working with you. There's multiple expansion points in our sales process after we install our software and our gateways.
Well, it all sounds good, Paul. Thank you so much for going into this deeper dive with me here today. And I hear there's some big news potentially for next video. You able to give any spoilers on that?
No spoilers, stay tuned, but we do continue to bring on what I would call new global-based customers, which could really scale our business in a significant way. So yes, stay tuned on that.
All right. And don't be afraid to reach out on the Telegram and join the conversation, everybody. Thank you, Paul. Have a good day.
Thanks. Have a good day.